All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to decode one of the world's most successful and, let's be honest, fascinating communities, the Gujaratis.
So maybe you're in business with them, right? Or hey, maybe you've just got a new neighbor you're trying to figure out.
Or maybe you've just looked around and wondered, how is it that they seem to own every single corner shop from New York all the way to Nairobi? You've seen the success, but what really makes them tick?
Well, welcome to your survival manual for one of the world's most paradoxical cultures. Let's dive right in.
The first thing you absolutely have to understand is that the Gujarati is a master of being two things at once. It's a culture that's pretty much built on paradox. And here's where we see the first one in action. They're famously, and I mean famously, frugal. They'll haggle fiercely over just a few rupees for vegetables. But on the flip side, unbelievably flamboyant. We're talking watches worth thousands and weddings that cost millions of dollars. Now, this isn't hypocrisy. It's a whole value system where you minimize everyday costs to invest in the big things that build social capital.
And here's another one for you. They are deeply, deeply traditional. The family unit is sacred, ancient rituals are a huge deal. And yet, they are shockingly progressive, dominating global trade and embracing all kinds of modern tech. This duality, it's not a bug in their cultural operating system. No, it's the main feature. So, to really wrap your head around this, you've got to hear a foundational story. It's called The Legend of the Parsi Milk, and it brilliantly illustrates this whole pragmatic mindset. Just about every Gujarati knows this one. So the story goes, when the Parsis fled Persia, they landed in Gujarat. The local king sent them a pretty clear message. A glass of milk, filled right to the brim. The meaning was obvious. We're full, no room for you here. But the Parsi priest's response was just ingenious. He took a spoonful of sugar and stirred it into the milk, dissolving it completely without spilling a single drop. The reply was clear. We'll sweeten your society, we'll add value, but we won't displace anyone. The king was so impressed by this clever value-add proposition, he let them stay. And that pragmatic, value-add approach is the absolute heart of their business philosophy. Which brings us to our next point. For Gujaratis, business is religion. It's all guided by this core concept called dundo. And listen, this isn't just the word for business. It's so much more than that. It's a worldview. It's a dharma. It's a duty. At its core, dundo is all about this one idea. Heads, I win. Tails, I don't lose much. It means you're a calculated risk taker, not a gambler. They are absolute masters of assessing the downside before they even think about committing a single rupee. And you can see this philosophy perfectly demonstrated in their most sacred ritual, bargaining. Oh, it's not just haggling. It is a full-on choreographed performance with distinct steps. And honestly, a Gujarati who pays the asking price is considered to have brought shame upon their ancestors. This practicality extends into every single aspect of life, especially their food, which, you guessed it, reveals another fascinating paradox. For Gujaratis, food isn't just sustenance, it's an obsession. At home, hospitality is all about overwhelming abundance. This is perfectly captured by the thali, which is less a menu and more of a gastronomic marathon. In a quick tip, refusing a refill is basically a cardinal sin. But on the road, they switch to the ultimate in pragmatic food technology, the thepla. This spiced flatbread has an incredible shelf life, and they pack it as if it were life support equipment, ready for any and every situation. So this balance of abundance at home and pure pragmatism on the road, it's all managed by the central institution in Gujarati life, the family. Seriously, if business is their religion, the family is the temple. You see, the family isn't just a social unit. It's a corporation. It's a support system. And it is brilliantly adapted to the modern world, evolving into what's called a neo-joint family. Separate homes, but all connected by a 24/7 stream of WhatsApp messages and video calls. And at the head of this corporation, you'll often find the most powerful executive in the whole operation, the grandmother. I'm not kidding. She's the de facto CEO, wielding influence over everything from business deals to dinner menus, with the skill of a seasoned executive. So it's this powerful combination of sharp business sense, extreme pragmatism, and incredible family support that has allowed them to build these amazing success stories all across the globe. The Patel Motel, or Patel as it's often called,
phenomenon in the United States is just the perfect example of their ability to spot an undervalued opportunity and then completely dominate a niche market. And the numbers here are just staggering. Think about this for a second. Gujaratis make up less than 1% of the US population. Less than 1%. Yet, they own an astonishing 40% of all motels in the country.
And that just illustrates the sheer scale of their success. The collective value of those properties is estimated to be over $128 billion. That's billion with a B. It's a testament to the power of community, hard work, and of course, the Dando philosophy.
So in the end, what seems like a contradiction to us outsiders is simply a practical, holistic, and incredibly successful approach to life. It's not really a paradox at all, but a complementary strategy for living. Which leaves us with one final thought. To the Gujarati mind, why wouldn't you pray in the morning and profit in the afternoon? It just makes sense.